Hello everybody, we are here at church in the children's corner and we have Levi with us.
Hi.
And we would like to tell you a story today about two very important days in the lives of Jesus' friends. What is the big grown-up word for Jesus' friends? What were they called?
Disciples.
Disciples. Well done, Levi. So one of the 2 days was sad, but one was very happy. So today Levi and I are going to tell you about the 2 days. Now, it was evening and Jesus and his disciples were having supper together. Yeah? They were having supper. What did they have for supper, Levi?
Bread and wine.
Bread and wine. And it was going to be the last supper they had together because one of the disciples was a bit unhappy with Jesus. So he decided to tell some other people who were unhappy with Jesus where to find him later that night. What was the name of the disciple, Levi?
Judas.
Judas. So Judas told some soldiers where they were going to find Jesus that night. Where was it, Levi? Where was Jesus later that night?
In the garden.
In a garden, yes. What was he doing?
Praying.
He was praying, and while he was praying, Judas came with the soldiers, and they took Jesus,
Hey, help me.
and they took him to be interrogated and asked many questions, and he was asked all night, and towards the morning they sent him to the Roman governor. Where's the Roman governor?
Yeah.
Yes. So the Roman governor said, but Jesus hasn't done anything wrong. I don't see what he's done wrong. But they were all shouting, kill him, kill him. Now,
But the crowd of soldiers.
yeah, you can put the soldier there because he was there. Yes, well done. So they were saying, kill him. But the Roman governor said, but he didn't do anything wrong. But because the people were insisting, he was very scared of them. And then he said, okay, I will do as you want. So they took him to Skull Hill. It was called Skull Hill because it had the shape of a skull. Now, they nailed him there to a cross to kill him. But Jesus didn't hate the soldiers. Instead, he prayed for them and he said, Father, forgive them. And then Jesus cried, I have finished my work, and then he died. It was the saddest day for all his friends. 2 of his friends took his body to the grave. It was a kind of a cave with a big, heavy stone across the opening. Sadly, the women watched what was happening, but it was time to go home. It was early on a Sunday morning. The women were going to Jesus' grave. They were sad. They had spices and they wanted to make it smell nice. But when they got there, they were surprised because what had happened, Levi?
Jesus was gone.
Jesus was gone, but the stone had been rolled away. Now that was a very heavy stone and somebody had rolled it away. And when they looked inside, Jesus wasn't there. But then they saw shining angels who said, don't be afraid. I know you're looking for Jesus, but he isn't here. God has brought him to life again, just as Jesus said. You must go now and tell everybody about Jesus. Off you go and tell all his friends. So the women ran and ran and ran. And they went to Jesus' friends. Yes, Livy?
Yeah.
That was the happiest day ever for all of them. They burst into the room and they said,
Jesus is alive!
yes, Jesus is alive. And everyone was happy. And they said an angel told us that Jesus was alive. The men shook their heads. That's just crazy, they said. But Peter and John went to see for themselves. And when they went, it was exactly like the women had said. Jesus was alive. Mary Magdalene was the first one to see Jesus. She was standing close to the grave when a voice said, "Why are you crying?" Her eyes were red and swollen. She couldn't make out who it was. Then the voice said, "Mary," and she knew it was Jesus. "Go and tell the others," Jesus said. And off she went, laughing and crying. She was so happy. That night, Jesus came to see his special friends. They were in the room talking. And suddenly Jesus was there. They were very scared. They thought he was a ghost. "Don't be afraid," Jesus said. "Look, it's me. Touch me, I'm real." He even ate some supper. Nobody was afraid of him after that. It was the happiest day ever. So this is the story, everyone. This is what we celebrate at Easter. We celebrate the fact that Jesus rose from the dead. And we celebrate the fact that he is alive. And I hope you all remember, while you have time with your family and do fun Easter activities, I hope you guys remember that this is what we actually celebrate, that Jesus is not dead, Jesus is alive, and he is in heaven with God. And for Easter, we celebrate that he came back to life. Hope you all have a wonderful Easter, and hope you all have fun with your families and stay safe and stay inside, and hope to see you all soon.